companies do several things to try to identify what are the right metrics. The first is, what do they talk about internally? What are their priorities? How do they communicate success to the organization and to the shareholder environment more broadly? Another one is benchmarking. I know in one of our podcasts, we talk about compensation benchmarking, but looking at what your peers do in other companies in similar situations, how do they reward their executives? Are they focused on profit metrics or cash flow metrics or balance sheet metrics? And where do they fall on the spectrum of importance to different organizations like you? I would also say it's about finding the right metrics that align with value creation in the longer term, right? Things that are correlated to success. If we do these things well, we believe over time they will contribute to stock price increases and shareholder value creation. And then there are other considerations like communication. How do we communicate this? How do we talk about this? How do we define this? And how do we motivate people to actually deliver on these results? And one of the things that I know you often hear, Ryan, or maybe even say, is creating the right line of sight. When I think about annual or short-term incentive plans, I kind of always go back to the example of every company at their infancy when they start out has a profit sharing plan. It's simple. If we make money, we will share some of that with our employees who deliver that profit. And as we get more complex, as we grow, as we have more headcount, as we have more layers, as we have more business units, these plans get more complex. And they start to then target other things that go beyond a traditional profit sharing arrangement. But it always has to come back to that notion of, are we successful? And if we're successful, we're willing to share. And if we're not successful, we can't.